Zappa had gone from the musical lunatic fringe of the 60s to culture spokesman for the counterculture in the 80s. He still plays when he's here in Washington tonight. Zappa albums seem calculated to startle and sometimes even insult, but these days, Frank Zappa himself is far more likely to appear as the eloquent man in an expensive Italian suit who testified before Congress against rock censorship.
I'm a parent. I've got 4 children. 2 of them are here. I want them to grow up in a country where they can think what they want to think, be what they want to be, and not what somebody's wife or somebody in government makes them be. I don't want to have that, and I don't think you do either.
Frank Zappa, the musician and social critic, will be playing tonight at the Warner Theater here in Washington, but first he joins us now on Live at 5. Thank you for being with us, Mr. Zappa.
Why, it's my pleasure.
I'm going to be quite honest with you. I haven't kept up with you musically since my days in college. If I come to the show at the Warner Theater, what's going to be different about Frank Zappa today and Frank Zappa in 1970?
Oh, quite a bit. We have a very large band, a very expert band, but I doubt whether you'll be able to get into the show because they've all been sold out, so you don't even have to worry about it.
Well, that's good news, but I might like to catch up on what I've been missing all these years.
Well, if you want to catch up, then you should catch up on CDs, and there's plenty of albums out.
All right. What have you been doing socially lately? You were very involved in those hearings about censorship. I caught you at the University of Maryland a few months ago when you were talking to some students there. What are you doing on social causes these days?
Well, one thing that we're doing is voter registration at all of the concerts on the U.S. tour. We've done it in conjunction with the State Registrar of Voters in various places. We've done it in conjunction with the League of Women Voters and with an organization called PIRC here last night. And we've been averaging about 10% to 12% of the audience at each of the concerts as new voter registries.
You're very interested in politics, and I understand you have a song about Pat Robertson?
Oh, we have a couple. One of them is called When the Lie's So Big, and the other one is called Jesus Thinks You're a Jerk.
So we can take it that you're not a big fan of Pat Robertson. What do you think about his showing in the Iowa caucuses then?
Well, I think that the Lord has sent a message to him and told him that he came in number 2. So maybe that qualifies him only to be a vice presidential candidate.
Are you campaigning actively for anyone?
Well, I like Mario, but, you know, it seems he's a little lazy this season. But I think Mario ought to get out of Albany and get into national politics.
You think there's any chance of that?
What?
Do you think there's any chance of that?
I hope so.
We
need an Italian in there, you know what I mean?
Is that why? You think we need an Italian president?
Well, among other things. You know. Actually, what we need is a real president, not a guy who needs a two-hour nap in the afternoon and gets his information from Ed Meese.
Are you a registered Democrat, Mr. Zappa?
No, my name is Zappa, excuse me. Yes, I am, but only because in the state of California, if you don't register as either a Democrat or a Republican, you're not allowed to vote in the primaries. If I had my choice, I'd register as an independent and make up my mind individually about the different candidates for different offices that are available. But because of the way the voting laws are structured, you can't do that. They make you choose one or the other.
Are you torn at all between your interests musically and your interests politically, or do you think they mesh well together?
Well, because of the types of songs that we do and the way that things work, I can say how I feel about politics from the stage, and it blends pretty good.
Well, I'm sorry the show is sold out. I'm sure it's a good one. Thank you for being with us on Live at 5.
You're welcome.
Frank Zappa.
Folks, please welcome the amazing